Some players get drafted with all the hype in the world, and then completely disappear. Today, we're counting down the biggest flops in NBA history. Guys who had GMs dreaming, fans celebrating, and franchises betting their entire future on them. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some of these picks still haunt front offices to this day. Let's get into it. Ben Simmons was supposed to be a generational talent, a 6'10" point guard with elite court vision, freakish athleticism, and comparisons to LeBron James coming out of college.
Hey LeBron, Ben Simmons is here. We're all good.
He was the #1 pick in 2016, Rookie of the Year, and a multi-time All-Star early in his career. But here's the problem. Simmons developed one of the most talked about mental blocks in NBA history. He stopped shooting, not just three-pointers. Simmons became infamous for passing up wide-open dunks in the playoffs rather than risk the pressure of taking the shot.
Tapping his way in, spins on Gallinari, gives it up, he was right there! And a foul as Thybulle goes to the basket. Uncontested, had a layup, but he leaves it for Thybulle.
Quick pause. If you're into NBA breakdowns like this, hit subscribe now because trust me, the flop coming up at #1 is way crazier than people even remember. Okay, back to Simmons. What makes Simmons such a fascinating flop is that the talent was never the issue. His passing, defense, and athleticism were legitimately elite. It was the mental side of the game that completely derailed a career that once looked destined for superstardom. #2. Markelle Fultz was the #1 overall pick in 2017, taken ahead of players like Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell, a decision that still gets debated to this day. Fultz was considered a can't-miss prospect, a smooth-scoring guard who could get his shot whenever he wanted at the college level. Then his rookie year happened. Fultz's jump shot completely broke down, to the point where fans and analysts started noticing his shooting motion looked fundamentally different from his college tape. There was widespread speculation about a mysterious shoulder injury, sometimes referred to as shoulder-itis, that never got fully explained. He went from a guy who was scoring at will in college to a player who looked hesitant to even attempt a jump shot in the NBA. Fultz has since rebuilt some of his career with the Magic and Kings, showing flashes of what made him the top pick. But the gap between #1 overall pick and what actually happened is exactly why he lands at #2 on this list. #1 Anthony Bennett was selected #1 overall in the 2013 NBA draft, ahead of players like Victor Oladipo and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bennett's rookie season was historically bad for a #1 pick. He shot under 35% from the field and averaged under 5 points per game, numbers that are almost unheard of for the top selection in an entire draft class. He struggled with conditioning issues, never found his role, and was out of the Cavaliers' rotation within a single season. By his second season, Bennett was already traded. Within just a few years, he was out of the NBA entirely, eventually bouncing between international leagues. When people talk about the worst #1 picks in NBA history, Bennett is almost always the first name mentioned. That's our list, but I know some of you are already in the comments arguing. Drop your own #1 flop below, and if you think I snubbed someone, let me know who deserves a spot. Subscribe for more NBA rankings every week.